Today's video is brought to you by Storyblocks. Go to the link in the description below to learn more about Storyblocks video. When I first started learning how to edit videos, I saw my projects in a very linear way. I'd create a little intro or beginning, then there would be a middle and some sort of ending or conclusion. But over the years and after editing hundreds of videos of my own, I've come to the realization that video editing isn't as linear as I once thought. I'd spend a pile of hours trying to learn a whole bunch of fancy effects in hopes that this would improve my videos, but I still found myself having the video editor's version of a writer's block, whether I didn't know how to start an edit or if I just felt like my video was missing something. The truth is that what makes or breaks any piece of content is some sort of purpose, and like Casey Neistat said, story is king. As you may know, the story or the purpose of any video is created long before the footage is even captured, let alone edited. But don't let this undermine the importance of execution, and video editing is one of the most important components of execution. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is that in most cases, story is more or less linear, beginning, middle, end, left to right. But video editing is not linear. In fact, I like to think of it like a puzzle or a cake with many layers. So for example, let's take this clip here, a simple shot of my good friend Jeremy playing hockey on a lake. This is our main clip. Just for fun, let's add some mountains in the background and then maybe some trees in the foreground, cause why not? We'll call this layer additional footage. Now to add some depth, let's throw in a few layers of fog, maybe a bonfire, and some snow. That'll hide some of our imperfections and sell this wintry scene a bit more. I'm gonna call this layer atmosphere. So the editing on this clip is definitely already overkill, but just for fun, let's add this lens flare and some film grain to tie it all together. I wouldn't call these additional footage because there's no actual context, and I wouldn't call it atmosphere either because they're not actually tangible in the scene. So this layer we'll call assets. So the last thing I want to do for this clip is a nice winter color grade, so I'll use the Pilot LUT from my Vintage Look 2 LUT pack, which is linked in the description. And we can categorize this under our finishing touches layer. Everything you've seen me add to this clip, the mountains, the trees, the fog, the bonfire, the snow, the lens flares, and the film grain, is all from Storyblocks, the sponsor of today's video. I've actually been using Storyblocks video for a few years now, and if you're ever in need of a quick video clip, whether that's some B-roll, a drone shot, an After Effects template, motion backgrounds, or overlays, Storyblocks video has you covered because they have a huge member library full of high-quality content. My favorite thing about Storyblocks video is that their content is royalty-free, so you can use it on YouTube for your creative projects or tutorials. You can use it on client work, commercial use. So if you're interested, feel free to go to the link down in the description below to learn more about Storyblocks video. Now, by no means am I suggesting that you should go overkill editing your videos and add a million things like I did. This is just an example of how thinking of video editing in layers can expand your creativity and transform the look of your videos. Additionally, layers aren't just visual. Underneath our main clip, we also have a bunch of audio layers, and if you're interested in learning more about these audio layers and how I capture audio, you can check out that video by clicking the link in the top right hand corner. But that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram at daniel.schiffer, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.